after lining up to attempt an onside kick. Well, he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Chris, I just don't... And the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. Run it here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance, so throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. Nice tackle.
Well, I like how the quarterback used his eyes to move the defense and then came back and made an accurate throw there on the quick slant.
The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Change of direction. They bring him down to the 18. Got one set up in the red zone for the 1st down.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Ducks have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Lets it fly to the wide out. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Offense in a split backfield now. Play fake, looking to throw. Throws to the tight end. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Boy, what a call here by the offensive coordinator. Dialed it up perfectly. The play looked like it had a chance for a big gain. Unfortunately, the quarterback off on the accuracy, put that ball too far out in front of the receiver.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. The quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's ball down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Boy, how about the read here by this quarterback to find his open man and keep this drive moving. Great conversion. And when you're in the red zone, you got to think about getting a touchdown. You want to come away with 6 points. And now they've got a shot to get it.
The Ducks will line up here on 1st down and goal. Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. They're able to get him down.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
2nd down and goal. Trying to run it with the option. Quarterback still with the football. They're scooped up from the defense.
Great job by this defense of screening out that option and making the quarterback hesitant on whether to keep or to pitch. And because he was hesitant and allowed the defense to get to him to knock that ball loose.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Quick pass, the catch is made. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Bringing pressure. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Tries the right with a quick throw. The defender gets a hand in here to break the pass up.
Well, that is great discipline by this defense to break up the ball there on that comeback.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
Nice job by the quarterback and the receiver, but I love to point out when the offensive line does a great job. It's a cohesive unit. They do a nice job of communicating, give the quarterback enough time, let him do his thing. But the offensive line's the reason that play works.
And they'll use the ground game here.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. He's up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Bats up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Receiver makes the grab. They'll stop it short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Offense choosing to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And the Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a 4th down conversion with that pass.
Ball handed off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. The Nittany Lions come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Pretty good game here by this offense, and here they are getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Can he make it to the marker? That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. And that run produces a decent gain. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. End zone ahead. We muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards now. That's a big one. Right now, it looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Tailback missed the middle of the defense. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of one.
And they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. From this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. So fourth down now from the 3. They'll go for it. The defense rise up for a big stop. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the pass falls incomplete on the final play of the first quarter. So Kirk, we reach the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 15. And it's good for a first down, the 36.
Well, that gain will give them some breathing room. What a good job of being able to get them out of that hole. They're inside their own 5-yard line. But on the other hand, the defense, what a missed opportunity. You had them pinned back, a chance to really, at the very least, affect field position, and now you give up a big gain like this.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking right. This one caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can he keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The receiver grabs it. The Bucs look to keep this drive moving.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Big throw caught on the left side. Fighting off the defender. It's out of bounds and a short gain on the play.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Back to throw again. The pocket breaking down. Oh, he trapped him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble. Pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right, but man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
And that punt will just bounce away from the returner and out of bounds, so no return. State offense gets back on the field. Last possession, they moved it down the scoring position, but got stopped on fourth and goal. Got to put that behind them. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Pressure is coming. Looking deep to the right after all that. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
The defense
Bro, you suck.
all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
One big play, and the offense has flipped the field. They're across the 50, set up with a first down. They've got it in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And the Nittany Lions looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. The Nittany Lions come to the line with first and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They come up 2 yards from the goal line. Can they punch it in here on third down? Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Penn State. That's how you finish a play. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. On first and 10, looking to throw. Looking downfield. Catch down the left side. An explosive play. Bring it down at the 44. That's a solid gain. Getting close to the midfield now. It's the 2-minute timeout. What's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. One play moves the ball to the 44. First down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Wide open downfield. They'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. That'll be a first down.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. How about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up into the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. He fires downfield. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And it's incomplete. A very quick throw.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can
Shit,
affect
we
the
get the
timing,
straight
as we saw on
bullshit.
this play.
The Ducks will
Hate
line
this
up
shit.
to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Hand it off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's hauled in way downfield. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. And Indy Lions will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it on second down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
And now they'll set up for the point after. Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to throw it on first down. It's made on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. As a design quarterback keeper, he stopped and gets a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. Off the play fake on first down. Took contact on the throw. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Side kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The passing game's been on fire. Let's see if the defense has made some changes to begin to slow it down. Jukes to get free.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run in the previous play. Hands off to the left. Scoop back to the defense. They get him down after a short return, but a turnover created by this defense. Big moment. So the offense calls a timeout here as they're forced to the half. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Looking for a receiver. Quarterback drops an open target on the left side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down play coming up. Looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Parker. And wrapped up after the completion just short of the first down mark.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Third and short, they'll try to throw for. And the receiver's got it. And he's down right there, but it's enough for a first down.
Really good job here converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they get a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the Ducks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. QB keeper all the way. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
That's a really good run by this offense. And Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Here's the second down play. Inside give now from the shotgun. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick completion to the tight end. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Game moves into the 24. That's a first set of downs. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. Quarterback drops back. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Oh, he's bringing it back. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. He's got room to run. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. And the Nittany Lions will come to the line to run the hurry up.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Receiver makes the catch, and the gain just good enough for a first down. The Nittany Lions keep the football on the move.
Well, we've seen them do this in the past. A good throw, get the first, and here comes the tempo.
Moves out of the pocket, looking for the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Following the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 30. Keeping it on the ground here. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but need this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. Oh, it's incomplete. Trying a little loud pass there, but doesn't work.
But a defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down in distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball. Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's
comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for his back. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort. It's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Solid game. Moves the ball to the 37.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
The Ducks line up on first and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, the pass is picked off. He could go.
Well, they're rewarded for going to this nickel package, getting more awareness on the field with that fifth defensive back, and a nice job of coming up with this interception.
The offense starts with a short field. And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it go quickly. Catch made in space. Look out. Touchdown, Penn State. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Kicking team makes the recovery. Well executed onside kick.
Chris, what just happened here? I'm in awe of this coach's sheer boldness. Going for an onside kick when you're up by a few scores? Wow. That's all I can say.
Ball carrier brought